Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day to you. That's depending where you are in the world. It is a Monday evening. We're doing our nighttime devotion. It's the eve of Christmas Eve. If you do Christmas, I don't do Christmas, but I thought I'd say it because everyone will be on some sort of religious tip, one way or another. Even though it's not the season of Christ's birth, it is a season of goodwill, I guess, anyway. We're doing our nighttime devotion from the devotional Conflict and Courage by Ellen White. The title today, Hitherto hath the Lord helped us. Psalms 105, verse 1 and 2. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord. Call upon his name. Make known his deeds among the people. Sing unto him. Sing psalms unto him. Talk ye of all his wondrous works. The dealings of God with his people should be often repeated. How frequently were the waymarks set up by the Lord in his dealings with ancient Israel? Lest they should forget the history of the past, he commanded Moses to frame these events in song that parents might teach them to their children. They were to gather up memorials and to lay them up in sight. Special pains were taken to preserve them, that when the children should inquire concerning these things, the whole story might be repeated. Thus, the providential dealings and the marked goodness and mercy of God in his care and deliverance of his people were kept in mind. We are exhorted to call to remembrance the former days in which, after ye were illuminated, ye endured a great fight of afflictions. For his people in this generation, the Lord has wrought as a wonder working God. We need often to recount God's goodness and to praise him for his wonderful works. Let us not cast away our confidence, but have firm assurance, firmer than ever before. Hitherto have the Lord helped us, and he will help us to the end. Let us look to the monumental pillars, reminders of what the Lord has done to comfort us and to save us from the hand of the destroyer. Let us keep fresh in our memory all the tender mercies that God has shown us, the tears he's wiped away, the pains he's soothed, the anxieties removed, the fears dispelled, the wants supplied, the blessings bestowed, thus strengthening ourselves for all that is before us through the remainder of our pilgrimage. We cannot but look forward to new perplexities in the coming conflict, but we may look on what is past as well as on what is to come and say, Hitherto hath the Lord helped us. As thy days shall thy strength be. As thy days, so shall thy strength be. The trial will not exceed the strength that shall be given to us to bear it. Then let us take up our work just where we find it, believing that whatever may come, strength proportionate to the trial will be given. Hitherto have the Lord helped us. So basically, this is saying that God has helped us up to now. So why should he stop? He's brought us this far. He's not going to give up on us. Neither should we give up on him. On the journey we've chosen, the pilgrimage, it is a pilgrimage to heaven. Are we going to give up when we get so far? There might be some things we give up on, but ultimately, the journey itself is your mind focused on God. Yeah, there might be other things that you focus on, but ultimately, are you focused on God? Is what you're doing helping you on your journey? Are you helping others on their journey? Are they distracting you from your journey? He commanded Moses to frame these events in song. So everything that's happened that God has done in your life, do not forget it. There are some things you should forget because, of course, it doesn't help you going forward. But there are things in your past that have happened that you should not forget. Things God has done for you in your life, which should stay there to help you stay on that course, to continue that path, continue that journey. What God has done for you in the past was done on purpose. So you can always draw back on it, draw your strength from it. Say, I can't give up now. God did that for me. He can do that too. And if he doesn't, he'll still give you the strength to endure, to persevere, to overcome, to get through. This generation, our time now, is going to come to a close sooner than we think. Many of us will live to a ripe old age and likely might not see death, because I do strongly believe Jesus is coming in our time now, maybe in the next 20 years. We cannot but look forward to the new perplexities and the coming conflict, and there is a conflict coming. The Pope is working things up now. All the world leaders are working things up. The Pope will stand up and claim to be God on earth. He will move himself to Jerusalem as the world leader of the world, as God on earth. He will stand up and claim to be the leader of the people. There'll be false alien attacks, false spaceships, UFOs, whatever you want to call them. There'll be holograms, Project Bluebeam, whatever you name it. They'll use it all to disillusion us, to deceive us, distract us. They'll fake the second coming of Christ, and the Pope will stand up and claim to be the leader. And then, when all seems to be lost, Satan will show himself, and he will show himself, truly show himself. And at that time, Christ will come and rescue his people. Christ will come and rescue his people. Are you going to be among them? Are you going to be able to sing that song that only those that get through the last plagues, time of persecution? Are you going to be there?